Hello, podcast listeners. We know podcasts are a great way to catch up on a program that you may have missed on KSJE, and it's provided as a free service of this radio station. But you know, KSJE is now listener supported, and so while you enjoy this podcast, we hope that you'll also take some time to join KSJE. Become a member today. It's quite easy to do. Just go to our website at ksje.com/support and pick the level of support that best matches your budget. Thanks again for listening. Here's your podcast. And back in Studio A this morning with my guest, as I mentioned, Jamie Church is back with me from the Farmington Chamber of Commerce. Good to see you after a busy weekend for both of us.
Very busy weekend for both of us.
Yeah.
So, yeah, glad it's over, but it was great. Everything was great.
Everything was great. Okay, good.
But
for me too.
It is nice when you have an event that goes off successfully, everything goes as planned, the weather cooperates, and, you know, it feels really good. So.
And it involves chili.
Yes, and it involves chili. So we did have our
exciting.
big chili in Octoberfest weekend. We last year we kind of combined with another event that was going on, the Apple Fest. So now it is officially it is the Southwest Apple and Chili Fest.
Thank you.
To help celebrate and recognize our past with agriculture.
That's right.
Apple orchards, and you know, Farmington really started out as an agricultural community.
Right.
And so we want to celebrate that past. And I know that there are some apple orchards that are being started, or are some that have been maybe let go. They're trying to bring some of those back. So we'll hopefully see some of those resurface in the near future. But
very, very cool.
yes. So, but I do want to announce the winners of our Chili and Octoberfest.
Okay.
If you're ready.
We're ready.
Drum roll.
Yeah,
okay.
I didn't have my drum roll, but yeah.
So we had a lot of different categories and things that we did. So People's Choice, those are the chili cooks where you pay to get into the event, you get tickets to vote, and these are the people that attended that voted for their favorites.
Right.
And so these winners all received $500 cash for their prizes.
Okay.
So
it's a lot of apples.
It is a lot of apples. So in green chili, the green chili category, our winner was Child Haven, which is where I used to work. So yay, Child Haven.
How about that?
That's my previous employer.
Right.
And then in the red chili category, O&G Hardware, and one of their cooks was our very own Mayor Nate Duckett.
Okay.
So congratulations to that team. And then in Cook's Choice, which is everything that doesn't technically fit into red or green, so maybe pozole or vegetarian, something like that, that went to Ram Studios. The best decorated booth also went to Ram Studios. The best apple dessert, which is something just our judges get to taste, that went to Pam Degner with Oil and Gas Hardware. In our Farmington Fire Department versus San Juan County Sheriff's Department, the winner of that was the Farmington Fire Department. So they get the year's worth of bragging rights on that.
Okay.
Judge's Choice. We have a panel of judges that are over in our HQ, which is Zia Media. Thanks to them for letting us headquarter there. So the judges taste all this chili, and then they came up with the following results. In red chili, in first place, we had Larry Bacon and Rusty Chance, their team. Second place was Magic Roofing. Third place was Two Sisters Chili. In the green chili category, first place again was Larry Bacon and Rusty Chance. Second place, Ram Studios. Third place, San Juan Regional Medical Center. And then in Cook's Choice, first place was Two Sisters Chili. Second place, a Gold Star Academy. And third place, Ram Studios. So those are the results, people.
Okay.
And they're final, and that's it.
The judges have spoken.
It's a wrap until next year.
Wow.
So,
okay.
yeah, a lot of great chili, a lot of great vendors. We had live music, downtown Farmington. That is, to me, the most important part of this event. Chili's great. It's all great. But getting people into downtown Farmington to see the stores, to shop at those stores. Right. I bought a pair of shoes at Brown's while I was down there. They're super comfy.
Well, probably because you wore your other ones out. You were walking around so much this weekend.
I did a lot of shopping while I was down there. But that's the point. That's the point. We want to support these small businesses. We want people to get downtown. So that chili is amazing, but the most important part is getting people into downtown.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
And am
thanks.
thinking correctly that maybe you had more cooks this year than in the past?
You know,
or is it
I think
about
so.
this many?
It's about
It seems
the
like
same.
a lot to me.
It's about the same.
All right.
We thought we were going to have about 20 teams, but as always happens, people have lives and things happen,
Sure.
and so they had the best of intentions, but then maybe they weren't.
But it seems
It's
like a lot of
big deal.
variety of
yeah.
cooks you
Oh,
had,
a lot
for
of
sure.
variety, and so just we're going to wrap this one up, and then we will put it aside for a few weeks, and then we'll have a meeting where we kind of go through and decide how we can do things maybe better next year or something different next year. But I think overall it was just couldn't have been more successful.
Right. Very good. Well,
Yep.
and now it's all about Christmas parade.
Oh, let's not talk about Christmas break. Let's talk about
All right. I know you have other stuff too.
Well, and let's give October and November their due
All
before
right.
we launch
All
into
right.
Christmas.
You have an
So-
event Saturday.
I do.
We can talk about that.
That's right.
Right?
Our focus on Farmington coffee is a very special. We don't do these
Saturday.
on Saturday very
Yeah.
often. But you know what? I can't schedule the solar eclipse.
No,
I
you
mean,
can't. You
that's
can
out
do
of
a
my
lot.
control.
You have
I
a
can
lot
do
of control about a
but
lot of things.
Solar eclipses are out of my control.
Okay.
So we are partnering with Home 2 Suites. We're going to be doing an eclipse viewing coffee, a special one. Starts at 9 a.m. Free coffee. They will have free glasses to, I don't know how many glasses they have, like 150 pair.
Right.
And this goes till noon on Saturday, and really looking forward to it. So show up down there, get a free cup of coffee and a donut, and get your glasses, and we'll start viewing that eclipse. So,
Okay.
yeah, very exciting.
Very cool. Very good.
But I should say, do not view the eclipse without your glasses.
No,
I'm just going to say it. It's
do
very
not do
important.
that. That is true.
That's
So,
my disclaimer.
Very important. You
Yes,
bet.
very important.
So good to know.
Yes.
And then you've got another event coming up as
Yes,
well, right?
yes.
Which is your
Just-
business to business event.
I know. Just wanted to get Chile done and then wanted to start talking about this. This is our first ever business to business expo. This event is free and open to the public. We have about 30 vendors that we will be set up in the lobby of the Civic Center and all those spaces in the Civic Center. And this is a great way for you to find out what's available to your business or for your business. It's a great way to see what's going on in the community as far as our small businesses. And then also, if you are looking for potential new clients or customers, great networking opportunity. This is happening at the exact same time as the Women's Summit. That was intentional. The Professional Women's Summit will be going on in the ballroom. And so those people attending that summit will have a lot of time to come out during breaks and visit those vendors. But it is free and open to the public. And so we're really excited to be doing this.
Nice.
And like I said, we'll be putting more out about the vendors
Right.
as we get closer.
Okay.
But yes, that is November 9th,
9 to 4.
9 to 4.
Okay.
Yes.
Is there still room for more vendors?
No,
or are you
we are
sold out?
sold out.
You're sold
We
out.
sold- we
And
are
the Women's
sold out.
Conference has been sold out for
Yes,
months.
the Women's Summit is, yes,
So
it
don't even
is.
try to get into that
So
one,
don't even
everybody.
try.
No.
Don't
All
even
right.
try.
But
So-
you can still go to the Business to
Yes.
Business Expo.
Yeah, and
that is open to the public.
Yes, and it is free because
Mm-hmm.
we want people to go in and this for businesses, and they want to find out what's available, but also just for people that are like, what kind of things, small businesses do we have? Obviously, we don't have all of our small businesses represented. We hope to continue to do this every year and grow it, but this is a good first step.
Nice.
Yeah,
Very
thanks.
good. Well,
Thank you.
congratulations
Thanks.
on all of these things and all the stuff that's coming up. And exciting that there's going to be a Farmington coffee event on Saturday.
Yes,
So
that's right.
that is exciting. And speaking of small businesses,
Yes.
we should introduce your other guest who you brought because she represents a small business.
She does. And so I do have a special guest with me today. She is Tina Findlay, and she has Tina Findlay craniosacral therapy, and we're going to learn more about what that is. She's new to the area, just been here about 4 months, and came kind of one of the reasons was a lot of the outdoor rec, which I thought was very interesting because we've been working really hard on that messaging for a while.
Right.
And it's great to see people actually relocating here because we have such great outdoor recreation opportunities. So I will introduce my guest.
There you
Tina.
go. Tina, welcome.
Thank you.
And welcome to Farmington.
Thank
It's
you.
Nice to have you here.
I'm very happy to be here.
Thank you for coming. And you were telling me before we came on the air this morning that you came to us from Las Vegas, Nevada.
I did.
After
I did.
25
I was there
years or so?
25 years.
Okay. And it was just time for a change.
It was.
Yeah.
I loved living in Vegas, but then it was time to go.
Okay. It's gotten big, as we talked about, right? It's gotten
yes,
really big over that 25 years.
it's
That's a big growth
big,
period.
It's busy. Yeah.
And now here you are in Farmington, where you can probably get across town in 20 minutes or less.
Much less. Much less. Yes.
So wonderful.
Yes, I love it.
Great. Well, great. And you, as Jamie mentioned, are opening your own business, and I'm going to try to get the pronunciation correctly, but do correct me if I'm wrong, craniosacral therapy.
Craniosacral therapy. You've
Right?
got it.
Thank you.
Yep.
And so what is that? Talk to us a little bit about what that is.
Okay. It is a very gentle, complementary modality. I don't like to call it alternative medicine. Excuse me.
Sure.
But it's a gentle, hands-on. Excuse me.
That's all right.
Sorry,
Yeah.
need a glass of water.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's dry here.
But it is. But it's something, and you've been doing this for a number of years too, from Las Vegas as well, correct? It's okay. We don't want you to choke.
Go to me
on the
Tina gets her.
on the
This
air.
is dry here.
Yeah.
And so
okay.
her studio is located in Connect Space. So
Okay.
As we've talked, we've had other small businesses, and Connect Space is one of our chamber members.
Yes.
And they have it's co-working, and also you can have a meeting there. But they do have some spaces available for rent. We've had another therapist who has a space there, and so Tina, that's where she's located. But
Right. Very good.
We'll go.
That's good.
I think I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, great.
All right.
Good.
Good. So you found a space and you've
I did.
opened up shop.
I
and-
have. I've been there since the end of June. Actually,
Okay.
I moved here. I got here the end of May, and jumped right in.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
And
So, to
the
answer,
therapy is
it is a hands-on modality that really works to evaluate and enhance the functioning of the craniosacral system, and that is the meninges and the cerebral spinal fluid that surrounds and protects the brain and the spinal cord. So by doing that, it really helps to downregulate the central nervous system. So, I mean, there are so many different conditions that it helps with, but one of the first things it does is it helps with stress. And that in turn can help, relieve pain. I have a lot of people with migraine or fibromyalgia, and the body, when it's in pain, is just so hyper aroused. This, by really calming down the central nervous system, that's really where it starts.
gotcha.
The body really, it knows how to heal itself. So, the therapist, the craniosacral therapist, we really just facilitate the body's ability to heal itself. We're not forcing anything. I've done body work for 22 years now. A lot of massage, some other modalities, but where massage really works from the outside in, and I love massage. Craniosacral therapy works really from the inside out. You're working from the core of a person, and the central nervous system impacts every other part of your body. So if you can really help that, it helps all other areas in your body.
Right. It almost to me sounds maybe like a deeper treatment.
In many ways, it is. It can be a much deeper treatment, but the touch is so gentle that it's hard until you experience it.
Sure.
It's hard to understand how such a gentle touch can have such profound results. And it's gentle enough. It's used on newborns. It has it was developed by an osteopath, actually a number of osteopaths, but John Upledger really was the one that brought it out into the forefront, and he did such incredible work and research. But yeah, it's used on newborns. I've used it on hospice patients, so it's gentle enough for anyone.
Right. Interesting. And you mentioned that it really is helpful for folks suffering maybe from pain, like migraines and
Yes.
fibromyalgia, maybe other conditions as well. Is that
Yes.
really where most of your patients are coming from, or is it a variety more than that?
It's a variety. I have people with PTSD, pre and post surgery. I've worked with people with Alzheimer's. Now, it's not going to change Alzheimer's.
Right.
But a lot of the symptoms associated with Alzheimer's, maybe being hyper aroused or just confused and scared, it does help.
A calming effect,
It
maybe?
has a great calming effect.
Okay.
So yeah.
Gotcha. Interesting. And so you're here. You've been open since June, and
Yes.
that's a big step to take a business that relies on a customer base, I suppose, right? And
Yes.
and start with no one, I assume, unless you brought them all with you from Las Vegas. Which, if you
No.
did, thank you.
No,
Okay.
and you know what? It was tough. I had, my business for 22 years.
Yeah, you built up a big following, I
I
would think,
did.
over that time.
I had a fabulous, my clients were wonderful.
Yeah.
So that was tough,
Right.
closing up a business and then starting from scratch again.
Right.
But I love it here, and I look forward to becoming, more involved in the community, and
Right.
and eventually, I'll get more clients, and people
Sure.
will find. And this is word of mouth is really the best. The
Well,
best
that and radio. I
advertisement.
just wanted to.
Oh, and radio. Well,
let's just
but
be
isn't that
clear,
word
yeah.
of mouth?
Yes,
I mean,
of
come on,
course
Scott.
it is. Yes. You're right. You're right. But Jamie was saying that maybe one of the things that maybe had you look at Farmington as a place to move to was our outdoor recreation and things like that. Were you looking at other potential places as well, or was there something that really made you zero in on Farmington?
I started doing research a couple of years ago,
Okay.
seeing where, because I knew I was going to leave
Sure.
Vegas. But yeah, Farmington really stood out because I love to be outside. I swim, bike, run, hike. I love the outdoors, and Farmington just had, there's so much here. There's so much to do. And as long as I'm outside all the time, every day I need my outdoor time, and
Right.
I can do that here.
Right.
So it was a big draw.
Nice. Very good. Well, you might be on a poster, I think, coming out for outdoor recreation if you're not careful. So, there's that maybe coming. But I know, as Jamie mentioned, the community, the chamber, and the county, and other groups have been working really hard, I think, together with this messaging about outdoor recreation. And there's been a lot of investment at Farmington Lake and the pool and the golf course and all the other things that, we hope attracts people like you.
Yeah. Well,
to come here.
They're doing a great job, because that was an important factor. Their weather was one.
Sure.
I don't want to live any place that has real winter, especially after being in Vegas for
Right.
so long. The outdoor opportunities, and the mild. I know we'll have winter here.
Right.
I'm not quite ready for that, but I know we'll have
It's coming,
it.
but yeah,
But it's
okay.
It's not 40 below.
No,
So-
that's true.
So I can still play outside.
You can. And if you want to ski, it's not too far away.
I don't.
Okay. All right. That outdoor, don't need that.
I know, I don't do that.
Okay. Gotcha. Very good. Well, Jamie, this is exactly what I think a lot of folks hope that
That's right.
happens, right, with some of the marketing and things like that about
right.
Farmington's newer attractions of outdoor recreation.
Right, exactly. And so when we hear these stories of people that are coming here to open businesses or retire and things, we really want to celebrate that. And also, Tina has a practice with her craniosacral that's different. There's not anybody else here doing this. I know there are practitioners up in Durango, but how great is it to have a practice here now in Farmington, so people don't necessarily have to make that trip up to Durango if they are looking for a therapist here. And I know when I first met Tina, and she showed me the list of conditions that craniosacral therapy can really help, the ones that stuck out to me were migraines, because my husband and I have a son who does have migraines, and a lot of people suffer from migraines.
Right.
And it's and there's a lot of different kinds of migraines and different causes
treatments
and
too, I
different
suppose, right?
treatments.
That-
But that one stuck out to me. But also traumatic head injury, PTSD, and as she mentioned, it's not necessarily it's not going to cure dementia or Alzheimer's, but those conditions often have a lot of stress that are involved with them that are also fighting against what she said. The body can heal itself, but if you're in pain, chronic pain, or stress or anxiety, then you're sort of fighting against the body trying to heal itself. So I think as we are learning more about these not alternative, but different type of therapies, different types of treatments, because people are going to respond to different things in different ways.
Right.
And so I do that list of conditions that she was sort of showing me. There's some real evidence that the craniosacral therapy can show a benefit. So great to have her here, and I do hope people will visit her, or in fact, she was just offering sort of a discount for chamber members. And if you have something that you think, gosh, that sounds like it could really help, please reach out. She's here. We want to make sure her business is successful.
Right.
Because I've said it once and I'm going to say it again, that if we do not support these local businesses, then they can't stay open. And so that's not what we want. We want businesses to thrive and survive here in Farmington. So
Right.
Maybe
true.
I've said it more than once. Maybe I've said it like
A few times.
100 times.
Maybe
but
100,
I'm
but
gonna
that's
say
true.
it again.
But it's important. It's important
It
to
is
say.
important.
And you're right. I think for a business like yours that maybe isn't offered in the immediate area, that's a great benefit, to being here, of course, and for folks to reach out. I think, we hear a lot about folks suffering from migraines, and maybe they've tried a lot of different treatments, and they still have the migraines. And so I would think if that's something that they should maybe, reach out and see if maybe this could be helpful to them.
Right. And, the only reason, you started to say alternative medicine, the only reason I shy away a little bit from that and prefer complementary is because this works very well with traditional medicine. It doesn't have to be one or the other. And often when people hear alternative, they think, oh, well, I shouldn't be going to my doctor.
Right.
So
Right.
it does work hand in hand with, traditional Western medicine.
Right.
So, but it does offer something that, maybe Western medicine, it's they're not getting the results that they want. So it's another tool for them to use.
Right. Very true. And so, as Jamie mentioned, how can folks reach out to you? How can we find you if we want to learn more about your business or make an appointment or get a discount or whatever you're doing these days?
Please make an appointment.
Yeah.
Okay, my website is tinafindley.com.
Okay.
And you can
AY, as we've learned today.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
FINDLAY, radio audience who can't see it on the screen.
Yes, tinafindley.com, and you can actually make an appointment from there. My email is tina@tinafindley.com, so feel free to send me an email with any questions. I can give my phone number.
Sure.
Is that okay?
It's on the radio, but
Okay.
yeah.
702-234-8940. You can call or text me with any questions. I'm happy to answer them. If I don't know the answer, I'll do what I can to find out. There is a lot of research now with craniosacral therapy with different conditions. So, where there may not have been definitive answers before, we're making progress there. So,
Right.
yeah, just reach out and I would love to answer any questions.
Okay.
And if you didn't get all that, you can just call the chamber. She's a
There you
chamber
go.
member.
So she'll be on
If
your
you go to-
website.
it is on our website. So if you go to just gofarmington.com, business directory, start typing in Tina, it's going to pop up with all that information she just said. And so her website, everything. So
All that
links
stuff.
right there. So that's in easy way as well, in
Yeah.
case you didn't get all that.
Okay, very, very good. Well, good luck to you, and
Thank you.
congratulations
Thank you
on
for
the
having me
new
here.
business, and we hope it goes well. Is there any insurance component to this at all, or is
No,
this
I-
outside of insurance,
It's
right,
outside
for
of
folks?
insurance.
Okay.
I don't accept insurance, but I can provide a super bill so that people can submit it to their insurance if their insurance covers, manual therapies.
I see. So it might be covered, I guess.
For some insurances.
people, right.
Yes.
Got it. Okay. But they can call you and ask.
They can call and ask.
Figure it out. That's true. So there you go. Very good. Well, we're just about out of time. So, Tina, thank you again for coming
Thank you
in
again.
and being here. And welcome
Thank
to
you.
our community.
Happy to be here.
Glad to have you here, and glad to hear it's going well. And,
Yes.
and that
Yes,
you're
it is.
adding to our community. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
Jamie Church again. We'll see you Saturday morning,
Saturday
I guess.
morning, 9 a.m.
Okay.
For
Home
the
to Suites.
at Home to Suites on Browning Parkway, and we'll have the glasses and coffee, and it'll be a fun thing to watch the start of the eclipse, and
Okay.
hopefully the weather is going to be cooperative. And we had Chamber of Commerce weather this past
No
weekend.
kidding. We sure did.
I went over Sunday to the Highland Games so that I could support my sister. She's very involved in that event, but also because I love good bagpipes.
You like seeing me in a kilt.
Yeah, and I got to see you in a kilt. I mean, so that was great. But
Win-win-win.
Yeah, what a fantastic weekend we had, and there's a lot coming up. I guess I will say something about the parade. If you are wanting to put a float in, we do have it up on our website, gofarmington.com. The parade is Thursday, November 30th this year. I know it seems a little odd, but we do try to coincide with the family night at Festival of Trees, and that is why it is November 30th, and you will once again be announcing.
We'll be excited to be announcing.
Yeah, that's right. So
and we'll be streamavizing.
that's right.
I don't know what that term is.
Yep.
But we'll be streaming with video
yes.
the parade for folks who maybe can't get downtown, but we hope they'll join us on Main Street.
And there is a limit to the number of floats we are going to accept, as well. There's a timeline to get those float entries in. So so if you wait till the week before, it's going to be closed, and you're not going to. We do have to limit the number just because of the time it takes, especially for a nighttime parade, to get all those floats through, and then we want people to have time to get over to Festival of Trees. So don't wait till the last minute.
Right.
So.
Very true.
Yep.
But the parade's always the Thursday after Thanksgiving.
It is always the first Thursday after Thanksgiving.
So that's how we know.
If
it's November 30th,
that's how we
November
know.
30th.
It's November 30th.
That's
so there we go.
That's true. Wonderful. Well, thank you both for coming in.
Thank you.
Good to see you. Glad you survived your weekend.
Yes.
Busy. Tina, again, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you, audience, for joining us this morning right here on KSJE. Did you enjoy that podcast? We hope that you did. And if you did, share it with your friends. And if you really want to keep podcasts like this coming, please support KSJE. You can do it easily online at ksje.com.